given the scenario where we are and given what the actions are being taken by the government, I think the ground view is looking promising and the graphs are looking like skyscrapers.
What particularly makes you say that it's looking good and the graphs are looking like skyscrapers?
The economy of India is today driven by the consumption. So the consumption economy, which is not present elsewhere in the world, I think only India can offer. And with that, all the other initiatives of the government will also kick in. Specifically, if we want to look at, those on infrastructure development, they're only going to boost what is happening or what will happen with the given policies. Moreover, whatever the Met department is saying, I think that will only give a boost to where we are. That will bring a lot of interest into India and specifically backed by the consumption which India can deliver to all those companies.
The infrastructure also needs a lot of private sector investment. Do you see that this thrust which the government is placing on the infrastructure sector actually, prodding the private sector in some way to come in and invest in this sector?
Absolutely, it will happen because the government is spending. Someone has to come and do the work, and that will be not only the government companies but also the private companies. So definitely the private companies would also get. See, it's like the cycle to start. Once you start here, then automatically the whole, the cycle of private investment will also start with it. So I personally believe, yes, it is happening.
Will that also mean that we will see a lot of, PPPs being forged, say, over the next few?
Absolutely. And I think the government has taken the right steps. They're not waiting for PPPs. They're saying if PPP is not happening, we will go for EPC, as contracts which the government will fund. Some of the private investors are still shy in investing. But you rightly said, once the cycle starts, then the PPPs and everything, all the models will be there.
What then are the three challenges for your sector?
For our sector, I think it is, one is that we need the infrastructure and that is happening. So still there is time. Second is that we must look at the policies which are coming in. For example, one of them is GST. Why do I say that? Because if you look at the current environment, the buying and selling is happening basis the taxation rather than on logistics. So from when the GST is there, it becomes a big one country. It's actually like a continent. I mean, nobody can offer such a big, marketplace in the world. No doubt, US looks bigger, but then they also divided into states and whatever else. Here, this is one big continent. So automatically, this will become a place looking at logistics for transporting and manufacturing of goods rather than based on taxation. So I would say these are the challenges which I see. One is on the infrastructure development and the policies.
2 or 3 policies that you think must go through changes if we need to, give the infrastructure sector that push that is required for India's growth?
Of course, in terms of ease of, or rather policies, I would say GST is on the top of the agenda.
Okay, you said the environment is getting better.
Yes.
What is a company like yours doing to capitalize on this improving environment?
We are preparing ourselves. Like, for example, we already taken steps in terms of contract logistics. We believe, as I said about, consumption-driven economy, when the consumption is rising, there would be a need for logistics, and we are preparing ourselves for that. We are going in for logistics park. We are preparing ourselves in NCR region in Jhajjar, Haryana, where we will set up a logistics park. We have acquired a company called Avashya CCI now, where we will hold 61% plus shares, and this is in contract logistics. Contract logistics is all about value add warehousing, and that's where we will be present. We will be present in contract logistics for vendor management, distribution, and even if you say facility management or whatever it needs for e-commerce and the marketplace.
All that also requires a lot of investment. What is the kind of investment that you're planning? Over
a period of 3 to 4 years, we believe that there will be an investment requirement of approximately 500 crores in our business. So we'll set up logistics park. We have acquired this company. We are setting up a CFS in Kolkata. So these are the 3 businesses which we have right now started on. But as we go along in our journey, of course, we may find opportunities and there could be more.
What is the outlook for your sector looking like?
See, it's promising because again, I come back to my consumption driven economy, and because of consumption, you need logistics. If manufacturing, which is going to take place in India, which all the steps which have been taken place, dedicated rail freight corridors, smart cities, Sagarmala, logistics is the place to be in. And this is a sector that should be watched very closely.
Finally, you met a lot of investors today. What was the pitch? Why should investors look at your company?
Absolutely, look at where we are. If there is anything to happen in India on all the policy front, it will be logistics which will play a very key role. Unless logistics is in place, nothing else will develop. We are the only company in India which is integrated logistics service provider. We are into all verticals which combines or brings logistics together. We have a CFS business, we are a MTO LCL business, we have a project and equipment business, and we are doing contract logistics. We do coastal. So we are in all parts of the business which is essential for logistics, and we are the ones who can deliver integrated logistics services.
So you predict good days for your company?
Well, we are very hopeful and we are positive.